Welcome back to the channel, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Okay, so I've completed the M113A1 by AFV CLUB and wanted to review it and share with you some final thoughts, as well as share some photos. In the last few years, I have become a big fan of AFV CLUB models. I feel that this company has created interesting subjects as well as provided highly detailed kits at affordable prices. I have built models by Takom and RFM, and despite having really enjoyed the Takom kits, I feel AFV CLUB actually surpasses the engineering of RFM kits. Of course, this is just my own experience. This kit has the same high quality I've come to expect from AFV CLUB. Aside from a few outliers, pin marks are not visible. There was very little flash on the parts, and despite one single incredibly small piece to be placed on the front of the vehicle, this kit kept the over-engineering to a minimum. I was displeased initially with the warping of the lower hull, but found that the bends were worked out once I installed the bulkheads and interior walls. The fit was excellent throughout. However, there was poor fit in gaps found at the front of the hull around the front flaps. Checking my references, I was easily able to achieve the right look with just a few layers of putty. I painted, weathered, and installed the wheels as early as I could, which helped with their alignment. I used the AFV CLUB aftermarket individual link track set for this kit, which was good, but I made the mistake of weathering the tracks before I had them in place around the wheels. This actually caused some difficulty when attaching the final few links. This kit begs for hatches and the ramp or ramp door to be opened. Without an interior, the vehicle is effectively just a box. This was my first attempt at such a full interior. I found the process to be creatively satisfying. The roof sat on the model well, just be sure to check the fit often, especially at the braces of the radio shelf. I found these to be a bit too long and needed to be cut. Be sure to check your references carefully when painting the inside of hatches and doors. They should not be the interior sea green color, but rather the exterior color of the vehicle. Careful planning did prove to be invaluable here. Once the roof was on, the build moved quickly. The stowage inside the vehicle is meant to depict the vehicle at rest on a base. The ammo boxes are sitting atop sandbags, waiting to be placed in a secure place. An M16 and helmet are resting against the seat, while stowage has yet to be added to the top of the vehicle. I typically prefer to model my vehicles as if they are at rest. Rarely do I like to load the vehicle up as if it's on patrol or on the move. I scratch built the two antenna guards from plastic strip, since those provided by the kit were too thick and the wrong shape. I decided early on to depict a vehicle without the side panels, so the holes along the sides of the vehicle would need bolts. I achieved this by gluing pieces of plastic rod in each of the holes, then clipping them down and carefully sanding to the right height. If you choose to have the hatches open, there is a locking mechanism attached to the vehicle that should clip onto the open hatches. Take care when gluing these pieces to the vehicle to ensure they will attach to the hatches properly. The cupola for the 50 cal wouldn't fit properly into the circular hole in the roof. Dry fitting and scraping some plastic was necessary here. I also found the hinges to be too tight to accept the hatch for the cupola. Again, dry fitting and sanding down the hinges is needed here. I've seen some models depicting the vehicle from the Vietnam era with red lifting eyes. I haven't been able to find photos of these being red. I am pretty certain this was a practice used on the M113 in later campaigns. The exterior color matches the darker shade of M113s found in my references. I had read somewhere that the Marine Corps vehicles typically had a darker shade than those in the Army, but I found plenty of photos of Army M113s with the darker shade of olive drab. I've always liked the look of the darker shade found in photos of vehicles in Vietnam, so I matched those with a mix of olive drab, black, and red-brown. Well, that does it for this model. I hope you've enjoyed this series so far. If you have, please hit like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next model, which should be a Takom M3 Grant. Thanks again for watching.